Hello and welcome to our weekly review of the crypto market. The other day, DOGE went down and Elon Musk was behind that drop. The Bitcoin conference, the world's largest and most prestigious gathering of Bitcoiners, will take place in Nashville from July 25-27, 2024. A registration for the event has already begun. Investor Cathie Wood believes the US is losing the Bitcoin movement due to its regulatory system. The ARK Invest CEO also said that virtual money came along during the 2008-9 crisis when people lost trust in financial services. Cryptocurrencies owe their popularity primarily to the decentralized, transparent and audible system. Cathie Wood took Coinbase, regulated by Bermuda Monetary Authority, as an example to explain how crypto shifts away from the US toward other more friendly countries. In fact, a significant drop in crypto liquidity confirms her words. Thus, Bitcoin trading volumes alone have tumbled by a whopping 75% over the past 2 months, according to Coinmetrics. Back in March, daily trading volumes of Bitcoin totaled $20 billion. By mid-May, the indicator fell to $4 billion a week. On May 22nd, the crypto community celebrates Bitcoin Pizza Day. This event is celebrated annually and marks the anniversary of the first ever real-world Bitcoin transaction in 2010. Programmer Laszlo Hanyecz famously bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin. 10 years later, he admitted that he had spent even more. However, the amount already went down in history. Many companies hosted a series of events and promotions to celebrate Bitcoin Pizza Day on May 22, 2023. A Romanian crypto investor celebrated Bitcoin Pizza Day by purchasing 10,000 pizzas for 1.01 Bitcoin to treat his fellow citizens. In the meantime, the flagship cryptocurrency is losing its popularity among crypto traders. Crypto funds have seen a 5th week of outflows. However, there are no reasons for such a negative attitude toward Bitcoin. Perhaps this is due to the growing popularity of other digital assets such as Litecoin, Ethereum and Ripple. All in all, between May 18th and May 24th, Bitcoin showed a rather sluggish movement. It traded in a narrow range between 27,500 resistance and 26,120 support. At the beginning of the week, the number one cryptocurrency managed to show some strength and rose to the mark of 27,390 per coin. However, the bulls failed to break through the barrier and the price dropped to new lows. So far, Bitcoin has shown a little interest in extending growth. Moreover, a breakout through 26,555 support could trigger a sharp correction. On the other hand, crypto experts have noticed that the Bitcoin price of the past 2 months has mirrored its movement in the period from January 20th to March 1st. This is called fractal behavior. If the fractal is confirmed, Bitcoin could rise above $28,000. However, in this scenario, it may then slide down into the support area around 25,175 and 23,062 afterwards. In this case, the second largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization will probably follow suit and return to 1,703 and the nearest support levels. At this point, however, Ethereum has managed to break through the key level of 1,817. Ethereum closed at 1,867 on Tuesday. After a period of consolidation, the cryptocurrency dropped to its previous levels a day later and tested the next support level of 1,787. Further downside pressure could bring Ethereum down to the support level of 1,703. To reverse the bearish momentum, Ethereum would need a Bitcoin upsurge. This would allow it to turn the resistance at 1,817 into a support level once again. Then the cryptocurrency will try to test the resistance level of 2,028. While both the Bitcoin and Ethereum networks are experiencing weekly capital outflows, some of the assets are flowing into Litecoin and XRP. In the past week alone, Ripple managed to attract about $500,000. One bullish factor for holders was the pending court ruling on the Securities and Exchange Commission's lawsuit against Ripple. They expect the court to rule in favor of the cryptocurrency firm given recent developments. This time, Ripple's lawyers have referred to the Supreme Court verdict in the Andy Warhol lithograph case. They believe that the court's ruling from 1986 supports their argument that XRP is not a security. Ripple's supporters are optimistic. Meanwhile, the coin itself has moved along the upper boundary of the range between 0.443 and 0.473. XRP has already tested the level of 0.469 several times in May. After failing to break through this obstacle, Ripple declined to $0.453. A breakout above this level will require a Bitcoin uptrend, and if Bitcoin tumbles, it could bring down the altcoin as well. The technical levels of 0.439 and 0.432 will be key to stopping the downward movement of Ripple. In any case, investors should take caution given the uncertain market outlook. Amid growing uncertainty in stock and forex markets, all crypto assets suffered losses in the second half of Tuesday due to the US dollar's advance. Against the basket of G6 currencies, the US dollar even spiked to 103.9 at one point. This upsurge happened after the release of the Federal Reserve's meeting minutes. According to the report, some policymakers at the May meeting of the U.S. Central Bank supported the rate hike. However, the need for further interest rate increases had become less certain, the meeting minutes said. Several participants noted that if the economy evolved along the lines of their current outlooks, then for the policy firming after this meeting may not be necessary, the report added. Most Fed policymakers also said that a rate cut is unlikely to happen this year and that more rate hikes could follow if necessary. No matter what happens, investors should take care and not blindly follow trends. This is the opinion shared by Elon Musk, who has recently commented on the popularity of Dogecoin. Earlier, the owner of Twitter repeatedly sent the meme coin skywards with his tweets and comments. Nevertheless, he believes that traders should not risk their funds and bet the farm on Dogecoin. Investors should use market information carefully. This was the weekly review of the crypto market by InstaForex TV. See you next time.